Hello, good morning. Welcome back to our Wednesday live chat where we talk about all things home care. So today, what we're going to be talking about is some of the rules and regs, what it takes to become licensed in the state of Texas. So we're going to get into that. Before we do, quick introduction. My name is Bethany, and I am the creator of this space and the Home Care Agency Startup Academy, where we work together and help you get your agency started. So I do these on Wednesday mornings at 8:30 inside of our 8:30 a.m. Eastern inside of our group, as well as I do upload these to YouTube. So let's go ahead and take a peek at what it takes to get started in Texas. And as always, with all this information, I put it in a guide in the Facebook group, and I put all the links to everything I'm talking about so you have access to it to read it, all right? So number one, there is a pre-survey or a computer-based training that is required, and that's going to be required of the owner/administrator. That's going to be required of your nursing staff, that they complete that. And who else? Oh, the alternate administrator. So your backup administrator will need to complete that as well before submitting your application for licensure. Let me see if there's anybody else. No. So your administration staff as well as your nursing staff would need to do that, okay? And then you need to request to be licensed in one of the following categories. So you may be licensed to be certified as a home health services agency, licensed and certified home health services with dialysis designation, licensed home health services with home dialysis designation, hospice services, or personal assistant services. So for us, what we'd be really probably focusing on here is the personal assistant services, so more of the non-medical. Of course, it looks like here you're welcome to go into the world of, beyond that, in the world of home health and have a nurse on staff, maybe do some skilled nursing services. You do not have to be licensed in more than one of those categories. That's not a requirement. So that's good to know as well. Let me toggle over to another page I have pulled up here. So, interestingly enough, in Texas, I thought this was very interesting. So when we talk again about personal care services, they may be performed by an unlicensed person who is at least 18 years of age. So you could hire somebody who isn't trained yet, but they have to be 18 and they've demonstrated competency. So you put them through that demo of comp requirement. And of course, I have that inside of the academy, what that looks like. When competency cannot be determined through education and experience to perform the tasks assigned by the supervisor. An unlicensed person who is under 18 years of age, is a high school graduate, or is enrolled in vocational educational program, like maybe they are for like certified nursing assistant, something of that nature, and has demonstrated competency to perform the task assigned by the supervisor, may perform personal services. So that kind of opens you up in Texas. That opens you up a little bit to your hiring possibilities, and that you don't have to just hire people who are already certified and are a certain age, really, per se. They just need to pass that demo of comp. So that's really nice. Okay. Health-related tasks are provided by unlicensed personnel that may be delegated by an RN, or an RN determines do not require delegation in accordance with the agency's written policy and procedure, implemented and enforced to ensure compliance with the rules adopted by the Texas Board of Nursing. Let's see. health-related tasks that are not the practice of professional nursing under, okay, this is getting more into nursing, which I'm not really sure that I want to do that with you right here. So the other piece that I was looking at with Texas, right? So they want you to submit policies and procedures. These are based off their administrative code. These are based off their rules. And it's quite in depth. I organized all of this recently, and I'm pulling it up now. It is quite in depth. So for Texas, we need to have, of course, the basics: agency operating hours, display of license, alteration prohibited, service areas, standards for branch offices, standards for alternate delivery sites. They want to have a whole section on reporting changes. So if you're reporting changes in your application information, if you're having agency relocation, changes in agency certification status, agency and organizational changes. Let's see here, management, organization structure, of course, all the HIPAA, all the compliance. They want staffing policies such as personal records, verification of employment, and use of unlicensed persons, volunteers, policy on that. And it goes on and on. So there's a lot of policies that are required with the state of Texas, but not to overwhelm you, just an observation on my end. So I am in process of writing all of those. So if that is something that you're needing, feel free to reach out to me. If you don't want to have to write them all yourself and don't want to have to reinvent the wheel, but need them customized to your company's information for Texas, please reach out to me and I can see what I can do to help you. All right. So again, the survey, you got to do the application, upload all the required documents, which is going to include those policies and procedures. You got to pay the required license, be registered in good standing with the state comptroller of public accounts, be registered in good standing with the Secretary of State, and be approved by the HHS HCSSA licensure and certification unit. So a few steps to get licensed in Texas, but that's in every state, right? So we can do this. We can make it happen. No worries here with that. And then once you have that licensure, you can start to contract with Medicaid, Medicare. It opens you up to taking on more clients and diverse of clients. Most of your long-term care programs are going to require, long-term care insurances are going to require that you have a license in order to do business with them as well. If you're looking to do business with the VA, you're going to have a license as well. So really, this is the first step. There's a few steps to it, but no worries. It can be done for sure with all of that. Okay, so I will go ahead and link all of this into the guide section of this video in the Facebook group, and so that you can reference it if you're working on getting licensed in the state of Texas. All right, I hope you have an awesome day. Take care.